Welcome back to the channel. I want to show you guys how to isolate a subject and grade it independently on a shot. So here we have three nodes. I took a base node and just did a slight adjustment in the colors. And this is feeding out into a serial node that I've labeled isolated. And then I made another corrector node, so it's getting the main feed just like the first node is, except we're taking the key output and feeding this third isolated node. Now, with the magic mask, it's kind of susceptible to any downstream changes. So right now, it has the singular feed coming from the clip output. So if we were to make color changes or something like that, and it's in the pipeline, it kind of messes the mask up. So this is basically an independent mask node. So if we go over to the magic mask and go to our reference frame, here's where I drew on the subject and we tracked it through the shot. And you could see if we have the overlay highlighted and inverted, here he is. So it does a pretty nice job of latching onto the subject there. Essentially, you make an isolated mask information node and feed that keys info into the third node. So now we have our base grade, which looks like that. And then by feeding the key input into this third node and having the main output travel through, it's going to affect just the key. So now if we stay on this isolation node and let's go to our curve, maybe bring down the highs. Now watch the penguin. So now we're independently grading just this penguin right here. And you can actually highlight that and see what you're doing just to this subject in your scopes when you turn on the highlight, which is Command H or this little icon here on the upper left. But there you go. Now that'll track through the whole shot. And if we shut this node on and off, you could see the changes. All the surrounding area is staying exactly intact. And we're only getting this subject here. So it's a magic mask thing. But when you use magic mask in a serial fashion and you make an adjustment, the mask can break. So this works pretty well for having your subject isolated in a separate node and grading independently this way. And then you could still go back and make these overall adjustments to your grade if you wanted to. All right. Thanks for watching as always, and I'll see you guys on the next video.